All right, it's gray matter. If you hear any background noise, please excuse me. This mic captures whatever the fuck it wants to capture. But yeah, I was browsing through the YouTube. I was actually watching, a video by Anton Daniels, and then I came across my recommended, and it's dudes trying to quote unquote debunk, which they're not even debunking. They're literally like slandering Anton in the comments and just talking shit on his character, talking about his marriage, talking about his wife, all in the comment sections and everything. And, I hate that shit. You can disagree with somebody, but don't go trying to destroy the man's character. Now, the reason why I'm even discussing this is because I've had this happen to me before. Because what they were mad about is is the fact that Anton sided with just pearly things on the subject that I'm not even going to discuss in this video. I don't even remember the shit that she said, to be honest. These videos are old. Some of these is 7 months, 8 months ago. I've been through too much shit in the last 8 months to be thinking about something that some content creator said. But, you know, yeah, I know you see me rant on some of the things Angry Man has said, but I'm not disrespecting Angry Man. I'm still subscribed to him. I have nothing against this man personally. These good people are talking about personal shit, and I don't like that. But based on what I've seen in the first 6 minutes of the video, and don't mind these dudes because they don't know what the fuck they talking about. What it sounds like to me is that Anton was working with this woman here, Six the Goddess. They were working, together in business. All right, and they developed kind of a friendship. Maybe she knows his wife. She's been to his house, and they had a disagreement on just pearly things, and that's when the beef started, right? When, shit hit the fan. She doesn't like Anton's view on the black community, etc. Now, back to what I was getting at in the past when I've had this happen to me. This happened during the pandemic. It was 2020. The riots was going on during the summer. People talking about peaceful protests as the buildings burned down, right? And I was saying that black people are setting themselves back 60 years. Black people are destroying themselves. The black community is really acting stupid in their feelings, which is exactly what's happening here because you can read the comments and figure that shit out. It was all up in arms about just pearly things. But when I was discussing about BLM, I lost half my friends. I got blocked. I got unfollowed. People talk shit to me. They brought up my personal life. This is why you're alone. This is why your music isn't selling. Yada yada yada. People that I've helped out in the past, and I'm not gonna lie, I felt betrayed, which is the exact sentiment I'm hearing from Anton when discussing Six the Goddess. Like, you listen to him.
That I was having conversations with when they was coming against you, I never turned on you.
Yeah.
I never and no, hold on.
Yeah, I never turned on you, but she turned on him when he sided with just Pearly, right? When I sided with Candace Owens and all them, I became a coon, I became a clown. And sure enough, years down the road, everything I said was the truth. Now, Anton nowadays is talking about how the black culture is trash, which he's right. There's too much debauchery that's going on in the black community, period. But the way I see it, it's just a reflection of the people that's in the community. You look at how kids are being raised now, how they were being raised back then, a bunch of it. And then you look at, black folk, and I'm not gonna lie, like it is victim mentality. You're blaming white men and white people for your problems, and you're not even trying to escape, or at the very least, take what you have and make it into something greater. No, this is not a contradiction to how I felt about, struggle being easy. This is not a contradiction to that. I've already said how I felt in a previous video discussing that shit. You can watch it if you want to. But this right here, this fake outrage, oh, the world is racist, woe is me bullshit, I hate that too. Okay? I don't believe that the average man that's working and making 50 grand a year is lazy. But anybody who's blaming the white man for their lack of success needs to stop doing that shit too. But back to what I was getting at on BLM. When you did the research on BLM, you find that George Soros, a white guy, was the one. Well, he ain't even just white. I'm not gonna say what he is. I could get my video blocked for it. But what he claims to be and what he is, by blood, will actually make you really think about some shit. But he was funding these 3 lesbian Marxist women, which is significant because when you look at their manifesto and how they wanted to destroy the nuclear family and they wanted to apply this to the black community, all it lets you know is that, yes, these lesbian chicks hate black men. That's all it boiled down to. And it's in their actions. They took the death of a black man and made a come up off of it. The situation originally, because say what you want about Floyd. I've said what I said about Floyd. I've spoken on the autopsy. But when you really look at it, this issue wasn't even a racist issue to begin with. Dealing with Floyd's situation. They took it and made it racist. Used this man's, death and what happened to him as a means to gain money. They took your donations, took everything, and then they went out and bought themselves houses. They went out and, splurged off the money that black folk have worked hard to earn, and they used for a better cause, but the better cause was just a bunch of snakes using people. But when discussing this, I'm the one who had to lose his black card. I'm the one who had to get attacked. And it's the same shit here. Anton Daniels is standing on business, standing on what he believes in. And because everybody else are in their feelings and hateful, they don't want to listen to a word he has to say. And instead, they want to find any flaw that they can find to discredit what it is that this man is talking about. They're discussing his money and whether or not he's really a millionaire. When that doesn't have shit to do with what was going on. They're mad because he sided with just pearly things. Like, seriously. Hell, it's in the title. 6, the goddess disowns and cooks Anton Daniels after he defends just pearly things. No, like, they bring up the video, they pull up his videos and everything. This is fucking gaslighting at its finest. And then people are in the comment section trying to clown his marriage and say, how can you down black women when you're married to a black woman? First things first, you can't deny the issue at hand here. Okay, the modern day black woman, which is an archetype, mind you, it's the problem with the black community, period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Everything can be traced back to that archetype. Every problem with the men, the children, it can be traced back to that archetype. So get mad. That's all I'm gonna say. Get angry. But that's the issue. And the men are seeing it, which is why they're separating themselves. It's clear as day. SYSBN wouldn't exist. Passport Bros wouldn't exist. None of this red pill shit would exist if the men were getting the respect that they should be getting. If men were getting, Like you expect men to be leaders, but then you want them to stay out of every single thing that you do. Every time it's time to come and, give proper criticism so that we can get to the root of the problem and so that people can actually, grow from this and learn from it, build and become better. There's always a fight. There's always backlash. There's always shit like this that you're seeing on the screen. And then you sit and wonder why nothing's changing. All right, we can talk about the music and the movies and everything, but the music and the movies are just a propaganda push by the people who are already living like that. There's nothing new under the sun. It's just been going on since Eve, since Solomon, since all of that. The man literally wrote in the Bible about this type of woman. The argumentative, combative, thorny aside, that it'd be better if you were homeless than to deal with that chick. That's a reality I had to experience. But here we are, right? Here we are. And it's like, well, white folks shouldn't be talking about black issues. Well, when black people talk about it, you don't want to hear it either. It is what it is. Yeah. This is like, you want to say it's an attack on family and marriage. It's just an attack on men. You tear the man down, everything else goes down with it. This feminist shit gotta stop. And it will. It will. Winter is here. Once the shit start to hit the fan, they gonna be running back. Oh, black men, we need you. Oh, men, we need you. We need you to step up and fix the mess that we created because we tried to kick you out. And fucking attack masculinity as a whole, calling it toxic and shit. I'm done with this rant. I'm through. This is just commentary.